Sierra Leone. I want to talk to you today about the growing disunity and divide in our country. Sadly, from where His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada take power in 2018 to date, we country don't go from one of the most peaceful countries in the world to now a country we don't even know which direction it head in terms of peace and security. We country go from one of the most cohesive nations in the world, peaceful nations in the world, to a growing level of disunity. One can even conclude that if anybody they aspire for be a bad leader in the future, anybody they aspire for destroy your country and disunite your country in the future, you for learn from the books of President Bio. President Bio assumed power as a man from a military background, a brigadier general na the Sierra Leone Armed Forces. The expectation is that now somebody will be able to come and instill security and safety in the country. The expectation, and it's a very reasonable expectation, that somebody will study and do a PhD in peace and conflict studies. Then you do research and discover something that has never been discovered before. That's how you become a PhD holder. We get a PhD philosophy in a philosophical person, a philosopher. We come to Sierra Leone from a peace and conflict background. It don't come render Sierra Leone so unpeaceful to an extent that you can only compare it to the revolutionary days, the 11-year senseless war days era. Now, no more you will compare the current state of this security to. And before the pauper boys jump into conclusion, begin to point fingers. Hold your horses. Let me speak my mind. You see, because of President Bio inabilities for bring people together, President Bio inability for foster peace, President Bio inabilities for ensure that he will work with the enemy, inability for compromise, in disgust for opposition, don't make Sierra Leone is ungovernable today. You understand? A lot of people go point fingers and say, now the opposition. This opposition don't want to get the power chance. Opposition is everything that is happening in Sierra Leone. The only answer we power pass then get now the opposition. Insecurity now the opposition. Economic crisis now the opposition. Push